What up, y'all? It is an instant reaction to the Elimination Chamber 2025. It's GWilly at GL Spectre. It's JTJ Mostax. Just witness what we call shenanigans. Instant reaction. We're gonna
Unbelievable.
work. We're gonna work backwards. We got The Rock and John Cena teaming up with a little help from Travis Scott. Cena goes heel on his final run. James, what's your reaction?
Well, holy shit. When I saw it, I was like, I had no words. Cena, all I gotta say is no. Vince McMahon is no longer in control.
Vince McMahon is
Because Vince
not in
McMahon
control.
never wanted Cena to go heel. Cena going heel his last run. Holy shit. My
Uh,
God,
yes,
my wish came true. He I felt like a make-a-wish kid right now. And my wish came true.
the wish came true. We still got the show on. The post show's about to start. Cole, Pat, and Wade are walking Cody to the back. Cody is a bloody mess. Rock put the finger to the throat, gave Cena the eyes. Cena went to work. Travis Scott was over there jigging in the corner with his sage. I thought he was lighting up one. Glad they didn't allow that, but he had some sage, and I guess he's about to have a run of
So-called
his own.
sage. So-called sage.
So-called sage, man, so many possibilities happen from that moment right there. This Hollywood run they're about to go on to end it all, and no sign of Roman Reigns tonight. What do you think of that?
Nah, that shocked the hell out of me. No Roman? I
No
know he's
Roman,
not really hurt. He's been promoting the WWE 2K game, but I really expected Roman to come in and call Seth his chance, but that didn't happen. It did happen sort of the way I expected, Seth causing Punk his
yeah,
chance, but no Roman? Like, we know Roman and Seth got to go at it, and Punk definitely and Seth got to go at it. So how are they going to introduce this? I don't know.
right.
All I gotta say is, what a time it is to be a wrestling fan in WWE.
What a time it is to be a wrestling fan, man. So you called it. I definitely thought. I even texted us saying Roman's about to come out right now. When it was Seth, Cena, and Punk. I'm like, okay, Seth's about to eliminate Punk. As Punk's walking out the ring or rolling out the ring, Roman music hit. Roman comes in, spear, Cena gets the easy pin. It was laid out perfectly in my eyes. Luckily, I'm not the booker because what we got was shenanigans. Seth gets caught with the AA, well, a glow to sleep into AA, falls, gets pinned by the guys, stays in the ring, curb stomps Punk. Punk gets choked out by Cena, and now Cena's going to the main event of WrestleMania. And I found it weird that he was staying in the ring when Rock was coming out. Like, what, maybe he'll roll out, give Rock a little head nod. But no, Rock came out, gave him the eyes, and then Cena went to work. Man, a lot of stuff to cover there. But, just a really great. What would you say just right now? Rating for the show. What would you give it out of 10?
10,
Just off the main event,
10.
easily,
And the
easily
reason
10.
I say a 10, it's not just the main event. The way
Mhm.
Elimination Chamber started. I've never seen. I know we didn't get to that, and I'm kind of going forward past too
Let's go
fast.
for
But
it. Go for it.
still, still, you asked for the overall. This
Yeah,
is a 10. I think this is the first time I might have given WWE PLE pay per view a 10. You started off the Elimination Chamber with Jade coming back furious
yeah.
and attacking Naomi. Shenanigans again, as you say. Shenanigans starts it off.
Shenanigans
Shenanigans
starting
ends
off.
it off.
Forgive me. I'm looking at my phone because they're showing the highlights of Cena kicking Cody, and all I can think is, why Cena? Why? And I'm like, yes, Cena, yes. But before we get to Jade, Naomi, and Bianca, because that's going to be a topic also, WWE, Triple H, and whoever the heck Lee Fitting is, executive producer, gives Cody the F word one good time, and he made it count. Passionate speech. Rock is out there like, come on, I need you to embrace you as my brother and my champion. Go F yourself, says Cody
Cody
to the
says,
Rock.
F yourself. And Rock says,
I'm gonna show you. Take
mm.
us to the
And
throat,
Cena,
and he's
Cena
giving
gives
the
that look
deuces.
like, yes, sir. And Cena went into his peacemaker mode.
I would say Peacemaker mixed with an old school. Who was his heel run? He was heel. Doctor Thugonomics was the heel, and then he eventually turned face.
This ain't no thugonomics type heel.
No,
Thugonomics
he
wasn't the thugonomics wasn't this destructive like or
no,
make
he
you
wasn't.
bleed in this. This
Oh, where's Raw at on Monday? Can we fly out there?
shit. Let
Because
me see
Cena
my
has to pull up in a suit, right? Like we have to. We need
nah.
no
Cena don't
jorts.
needs to pull up in no suit. He just needs to Raw Monday night. I'm about to look it up now.
Man,
Holy,
man, man.
I, I'm not working Monday. I think I can make it.
We might
March
have to
3rd
put
in Buffalo, New York. Is it still cold in Buffalo?
probably, but we can make it work.
We're
We
gonna
can
make
make
it
it
work.
work.
All right, booking my ticket when we get off here. We're going to New York.
So
Have to
let's,
see this.
as you mentioned, the beginning started with a bang. Also with all the women coming out, getting ready to start the match. Naomi's the last person to come out, and I thought it was odd, but I didn't think nothing of it. That she got a long entrance. I mean, they were letting her dance. They let her do a full entrance, did the split, get in the ring, did the slide. They're celebrating. Bailey's having a good time. Bianca celebrating with her in their pods, and a storm is here. And Jade Cargill came out and went to work. Talk
Oh,
about talk about just showing pure power, a little bit of aggressiveness, slamming her head with the side of the door, and then walking out like, and what? Give me your thoughts on Jade.
that's what we all been waiting to see with Jay. That's what we've been waiting to see with Jay. That power, that aggressive. Her teaming up with Bianca. We saw a little bit, but we only saw the strength side of it. We didn't get much of the aggressive side of her. This brought it out. Now I'm really ready to see where this story leads. I personally do not see this story fully done yet with the sense of it's more
Right,
to it. Now we
right.
know Naomi attacked her, but I think it's way more than that. I wish they would have had, a backstage segment with Jade, like Jade, why? And Jade said, "Cause that bitch attacked me," something like that. But
Yeah,
I see that they say because they have no backstage segments at
at
all,
all.
which did to me, I think this was the first PLE I've seen in a while with
Yeah,
not one backstage segment. But I do feel like, and it's not over. I do feel like we
yep.
about to get so much into this story. You're gonna probably might as well say we might have Naomi and Jade at WrestleMania. And
Guaranteed. Book
how
it.
I call it is Jade wins. Naomi gets even pissed and she causes Bianca her match and say you didn't help me after I helped you take out Jade. I still 100% believe Bianca was a part of this. I feel like she was the mastermind
Hmm.
setting the plan and Naomi just executed it. I still feel because when you paid attention
Hmm.
when Jade came back, Naomi had that like goofy look like oh shit. And Bianca was in the back trying her best to
Hmm.
fake like she was worried.
She put on an Oscar worthy performance. So Bianca right now is on a post show and she's mentioning that she needs to go and talk to both of them separately and figure out what the heck happened. She did win. So congratulations to the ESC going back to WrestleMania for a title match. Bianca, at one point, I think she's still undefeated. She's on her taker streak right now. She's beat
Mhm.
three out of the four horsewomen. Won't get a chance for the last one, at least no time soon, which would be Becky, because she only got Becky at SummerSlam, right? Or she
Yeah,
had Charlotte. No,
Becky.
she had Charlotte already, and she
She
had
had
Sasha.
Charlotte at Mania. She had Sasha. She started with Sasha at Mania. She had
Right.
Charlotte at Mania. She had
Did she have Bailey?
Bailey. She had Bailey at a Mania. I think
You should,
Becky is the last one. I'm gonna have to check and see,
check
but
the Bailey one because I know she didn't have Becky.
maybe she did not have all of them in
Yeah.
Mania. but
Well, she beat
had
Becky at SummerSlam.
she's definitely had them major. Actually, I think she's beat them all finally. I think she's
Okay,
gone through them all. Just maybe not all on in Mania, but she's
at
won.
Mania.
But she has a record of undefeated streak at Mania so far.
Yeah, and she's going up against Rhea, who just got the title. I don't see that one.
Well, wait. I'm sorry. You can't say she's going against Rhea. We don't know that yet till after Monday. EO keep trying to tell y'all,
You're
don't
right.
leave
You're
her
right.
name out this. You saw what happened tonight.
Yeah,
Rhea came out, stood next to Bianca.
yeah.
Everybody like, hey, EO say, man, fuck y'all. And she walked out. She ain't say nothing. She just
Don't
walked out there and stood there
don't
like,
forget about me.
don't forget about me.
Yeah,
So
no, no, definitely. Io or Rhea against Bianca at Mania. So Bianca two-time chamber winner. But so I like your thought about how it's going to play out. I want to put a spin on it. I do think Bianca has something to do with it. I don't think Naomi interrupts the match. I think Jade interrupts the match. I think night one is Jade versus Naomi. Maybe even the opener. That's nice. That's not a bad opener match. They fight. Jade gets her first WrestleMania win. Well, no, second because she had the triple threat last year. When
right,
six way, I mean, six
with
man
them too.
with the girls. So they win, and then we think it's over. The next night we don't see Jade at all. Rhea and Bianca or Io and Bianca going at it. Right when Bianca about to win, Jade run back out, finish her. Raw
Now, how
after
you
Mania,
figure she get that? Now, if that happens, who's
they have to
gonna
have they have to have
tell?
some type of video evidence to show. They've been showing random video evidence this entire time. Jade's gonna have to show us that final piece that's real of them
So you think?
conspiring or saying like
So
something
you
like
think
that.
she's gonna come across some video? So you think she's
Yep.
gonna come across some video evidence to see Bianca and Naomi
Talking
playing?
about it or planning it. Exactly.
It could
I think
happen.
that's an easy one because I do think it's going to be a heel Bianca also. I did not expect the heel Naomi because I look at it from, and I'm being too smart, being a smart mark, from the husband perspective. Montez is going heel, Bianca go heel. Jimmy just became a face again finally. Naomi's a face. Now Naomi flipped it. Now she a heel. Or some version of it. We'll have to see how that's going to play out because we have to see Naomi's first promo. I need it to be no more glow. I need Trinity to be there and just go strictly heel, you know.
But they're gonna
But
have to play that story of her hurt. Let's see how long they play that.
I don't think they're gonna do that too much. I think she's gonna be at Mania. I think they fight night one.
But I'm talking about how long they gonna hold it off. Is she gonna be out there next Friday or the Friday after next? That's what we gotta see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what would help Naomi is if she did a KO type of promo, maybe not from her car, but just something at home where she can film it with no crowd reaction. That way, nobody can interrupt her, boo her, or cheer her, or say thank you, Naomi. Like you never know how that's gonna play out. And you just make it a super serious. She can record it, make it serious, and then release it, and we get that again just serious version of Naomi. Speaking of KO and Sammy, bruh, unsanctioned match. Now I'm gonna throw it out there now. I did not like the match being in the middle of the show.
Me
I
neither.
think it should have been beginning or end. And I think it's if you wanted to end with Rock and the Cena turn, which makes sense, you
Yeah.
start the show with, okay, everybody, before the show starts, we're going to have this unsanctioned match. And then after the unsanctioned match, then you have the Star Spangled Banner and all that. That's truly unsanctioned. Now we're going to start the show because now this match is over, which would be weird because you have the Star Spangled Banner an hour into the show. But whatever. I outside of that one thing, they got the dark lights right. They took the ref shirt off, even though the real another ref made a pin with the shirt on. I don't like that. Sammy had on regular clothes, and they went to war. What's your thoughts about the unsanctioned match?
I at first I didn't like what it was positioned, but when I look at the full card, I have no problem with it because
Yeah,
when you think about it, you started off with that banger of the women's chamber, and then after the women's chamber, you had the tag team with Trish. Shout out to Trish.
Which,
And
yeah, we won't get into them probably, but shout out to them for having a decent match. It was good.
and you know, it was like a that to me I felt like it was just an impromptu match
Yeah.
that have a Canadian, Trish in her hometown, and she already mentioned on Friday this is her first time that her kids actually get to see her
Yep.
wrestle.
And
So
20,
I felt
25 years in
like
the company. Hmm.
right, so I felt like having that match after that, having an unsanctioned match after that, because after the unsanctioned match was the men's chamber.
Right.
So so having that because like you say, the way they did the Cena Rock swerve,
Hmm.
nothing definitely shouldn't have came after that.
Exactly.
So, and personally, I wouldn't want it to have the chamber because the way the chamber went, you couldn't have the chamber, then
And
the
then stop.
unsanctioned, and then so I kind of at first I like what, but I kind of like you say, if it was first, yes, but ultimately, I'm okay with how they had it. As like you say, they kept it unsanctioned in a way. Referee
Yep.
no shirt. Sammy didn't have his regular Sammy clothes. KO had his KO, but he had
He
K
wears
with
that.
Canada. He went to
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
That's
He
that's
wears that
something Kevin
everywhere.
Steele wears. He had a
Yeah.
Kevin Steele stuff, and they also shout out to Generico in Kevin Steele. They did mention him.
Kevin
So
Steen. Steen.
Kevin Steen, I call it Steele. Yeah, Steen.
Yeah.
So I ultimately, I kind of got warmed up to what he had it at. Yes, it could have been first, but when you think of unsanctioned matches, I mean personally, I've seen unsanctioned matches and none of them never started the match. Because if you remember, 1 year before there was an unsanctioned match with Seth Rollins and Triple H. He had a sort of
Ooh,
unsanctioned
forgot
match
about
at
that.
Mania, and that was at Mania. That wasn't at the end. And matter of fact, it
That's
didn't even start. It didn't open it, but it was in the
that's
middle.
also a weird match to do at Mania. I'm thinking about it now, but yeah,
Well, it's because they was worried about his knee. They was still, selling that knee injury and
yeah,
all that.
yeah,
So, but ultimately, definitely, I personally and maybe because it's WWE, I
yeah.
wanted to see more blood. I want to see blood. I didn't see
Yeah,
blood in that match. None at all. I thought
yeah.
I was about to see blood when Sammy did the corkscrew on KO to the barbed wire chair and KO was screaming and holding his face. I thought
But
I was going to see
listen,
some blood.
his freaking eye, if you went back and look at it, is swollen. He hit it. Blood didn't come out.
That's what I'm saying.
And it
Like,
was
I
crazy.
want to see, I want
The
to
only
see some
blood
blood.
the only blood I saw was when they did the on the he did the blue thunder bomb on the chair after that. And you saw his back was
Scratches.
blooded up. Yeah, but no, I went and looked at that again. He hit
And
his
matter of
eye.
fact, they showing in right now some highlights
Yeah.
on the
They
with
had plenty of chances with the way they were getting hit to have blood, and
yes.
it did not come out. He hit the side of his face. Look at his eye. They're showing it right now. You're right.
Yeah.
Easily could have blood. So,
Well, actually, the referee did have on a referee shirt.
but
Looking
that
at
was
it,
he was the fourth referee. The first referee who started the match, Rod Zapata, had his black shirt on, and he already
uh,
had gloves on to start the match. And so that's why I thought when I saw that Sammy was going to
and
win.
all these referees come out with shirt on.
All of them came out with the shirt. I'm like, somebody take off their shirt. But they gave Kevin the win because if Kevin would have lost, that's an easy way to say it. You didn't really beat me. This wasn't official. He
but
have
then
his.
he wasn't finished. But then comes our boy
Yeah.
Randy freaking Orton. He hear them voices.
Greatest of
The
all
vo- and
time.
and and
Where is Randy now? It should have saved Cody.
no, yes, but no. But I,
Yes, but
I
no.
hate those security guards. Oh
I
my god,
know.
I was like, please give me the punt. Please give me the punt. And he was getting
Yeah.
ready. And here come the goddamn security guards. You bastards, you ruined my
Uh,
moment. Damn it.
no, I hated it. But we're gonna get the punt. That's called a tease to get you to watch the next show and the next show. He gonna catch Randy, Owens, excuse me, at Mania one of those nights. I
He
just
got it.
need,
But
I just
this
need night one at this point to be Randy and KO Jade and Gunther closing the show, so we about to be yeeting all over the place.
So
I
yeah,
need Jade and Naomi because I need to see Jade entrance live. Like I just need everybody. I want
and
to see a night one.
be honest, why you wanted night one? Because fans, we will be in the stadium WrestleMania night one in Vegas.
We will
We
be in
will be there.
attendance in a little 3 count. We'll be there. We are filming an episode out there. We don't know how that's going to play out, but we're going to be filming a live episode together in Vegas, night one at Mania. Yeah. Now,
Yeet.
real quick, going back to Bianca, because I pulled it up. Bianca, they're technically calling her a loss at WrestleMania 34 in the women's battle royal. She was representing NXT at the time. I don't really count that as a loss.
Mhm.
As a singles competitor, she's 3-0. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Asuka, 3 in a row. So
Gotcha.
she is, and she did not participate. Oh, well, she won last year too. This was not updated. Oh yes, and she won last year with. So she's 4 in a row. So shout out to Bianca for that. So she's going against Rhea and or Io on this particular WrestleMania. So man, where do you have the cards stacked up right now? So looking at the men's chamber, really no. Let's go back to the women's chamber. We're talking about Bianca. From that match, you had Liv lost, and I figured Liv was not going to win due to her and Raquel just winning the tag titles.
And they gonna be in the title match. They have
Yeah,
to.
that's their title match. You got Rhea against her person. Who else was in that match? Naomi and Jade was going to be there also. Bailey and Roxanne had a really good showing. I really do think Bailey won't be at Mania. I think Bailey fights at Stand and Deliver against Roxanne as her final win, and then Roxanne moves up
Uh,
officially.
yeah, but I think they gotta add Bailey
So
into
what?
this, and if they're going that route with Roxanne too, gonna be only way I see Bailey in is if Roxanne is gonna be at Mania too. Bailey
Hmm.
has to be in it. However, you don't like all these type of multi women men matches. I see it being a triple threat with
For the U.S.
her.
title.
No, no title. Alexa Bliss and Bailey and Roxanne. Because right now,
What's the beef? Why would Bliss be in there with a? What type of beef is that?
she technically pinned Roxanne. She also did the Sister Abigail to Roxanne on Friday night, and
Hmm.
she got the pin on her this past tonight. Now here's the
Yeah.
thing though, you might be right. They might have allowed Bailey to lose because we may actually get because I just personally I don't see Ivy now and Lyra just one on one for the IC title. I'm sorry, that's
Or
not
even
no.
at Mania, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's not no mania worthy to me. Nothing
Hmm.
against them two. They're just not ready for mania by themselves. So to
Right.
hyping up that, I do say add Bailey into that fold and maybe another woman to make it a fatal four way
Hmm.
and kind of I would say push. It seems like Roxanne is going to SmackDown. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Looks like she going there. Kind of. She already pinned Bailey. She can use that and run with it. No
Hmm.
more her Bailey. They already had their match at NXT. Let's kind of push them. So I would say let's have Bailey. Bailey has to be in Mania. I'm sorry, she just
Yeah.
has to. Even if it's like a if they can do a pre-show, but I think it's gonna be like a fatal four way for the women's IC title with
Uh-huh.
Bailey finding a way because we got over a month now. Today is March 1st, my birthday, and Mania not
The
until
birthday.
April 19th and 20th. So they
Yep.
got over a month to build more stories. I can see Bailey
Yeah.
getting thrown in there. I'm trying to see who else would be maybe
Here's.
personally
Hmm.
Io. If Io loses, I think she should get thrown in there, or maybe Dakota should get back. Get although Dakota had two chances and she
Hmm.
lost them.
Hmm.
If they pushing her out of the match, maybe Io just for Io star power.
Yeah.
Have Io, Bailey, Ivy. Although I'm just not ready for Ivy, man.
Here's what I
But
would say to this. Look at how Triple H booked this show. This show started at 4 p.m. Pacific. It's 8 o'clock now, and he's already doing the post show. Vince shows at WrestleMania. Think back to WrestleMania in New York was 8.5 hours long. Think of WrestleMania in Orlando when we were there. Undertaker and Roman didn't come on until
Until about
11:30 at
11.
night.
Yes, I remember
So
that.
we're not
Fall
in those
asleep.
spaces anymore. It's Triple H, and he's running it like he runs his takeover. Well, he ran his takeovers. It's in, it's the hot spots, and we're done. So I don't think we're going to get, and we talked about it on the last pod. I don't think we're going to get Lyra or Chelsea. One of them won't make Mania. I don't believe it. And I'm thinking about his card from last year. There was about 5 matches per card, I want to say. So with all these blood feuds we're having, Naomi and Bianca, Priest and Drew, which I was right about that one. That's going to be blowing up now.
It's definitely good.
Uh,
But what about Logan though? We gotta get Logan in there.
Cena turned heel, and that was the one I was going for. I don't know. See, Punk and Logan have something they started on Monday where Punk got slapped by Logan, and Logan and
And then
Seth.
he slapped Logan.
He slapped, yeah, Punk slapped him back. But you got this Seth and Punk thing. That's a thing. So Seth and Punk
Set
probably
is
go.
they gotta run
Seth,
that back.
Seth and Punk running it back at Mania. That's a lot of blood feuds are happening. I don't think you have a month to build up Ivy or Chelsea having legitimate matches, unless it's like you said, a qualifier. Shinsuke got to have a match. People. So
But Shinsuke about to have his match with LA Knight, but I feel like that's gonna be SmackDown before
SmackDown before,
Mania or
yeah.
something, which isn't fair. Like I want to see, and I do. For me, I think Triple H is trying to go that route because we got all these titles. I think he's
Hmm.
trying to go that route to whereas the titles are defending on Mania, and then you
Hmm.
have a few one-off non-title matches for blood matches, and because it is 2 nights he can do that. And then I know you looking at the time, but here's
Hmm.
the thing: Mania is in Vegas this year, which means
Hmm.
Mania is going to start earlier.
Yep.
So it's going to start earlier. He can run it 4 hours. Every match doesn't have to be 30 minutes. You can have
No.
a few matches 10 minutes and get a point across and be
Both
done
main
with it.
events are going to be minimum 40, and then a few of them are going to
I
be.
don't even think 40. I think 20 to 30,
Oh
maybe. I
no,
say
Cena.
Jay and Gunther is gonna at least be 20 to 30. Now
Yeah,
Cena and Cody,
that's going to
depending
be
on the
40 and 45.
stipulation,
Yeah.
that's gonna run 40. But you gotta
Listen.
also look at Cena's health.
Mhm.
Is can he they was protecting him tonight.
Don't worry about that because he gonna play the hits and it's gonna be slow. Remember when Goldberg came back? It was
Lord,
slow and draw. I know I don't
I
want to
like
remember,
Goldberg,
but
but
this was a good example though. Him and Brock went at it in the main event. It was slow and drawn, or him and Roman, one of the two matches, and then
nah,
it
it
got
was
to
that match wasn't long though. That's what I'm saying.
it was about 20 minutes. So Mania card last year, night one they had 7 matches. Night two they had 6 matches. So I can see
See?
that repeating.
So they can
I
add if 7 and 6, they can literally have both titles on the line, the both women titles, the only time, and they can have the women's tag titles in there.
Mhm.
And Triple H loves stables. He loves tag teams. He
Yeah.
loves the multi. We are looking at it from our viewpoint of the past and how
Hmm.
it used to be. Triple H is showing us right now as of tonight.
Yep.
I'm running this show. What you think gonna be ain't it. We may get multiple Fatal 4, Fatal 5, triple threat matches
To
that
to
we're not
your point,
expecting.
to your point, I'm gonna just run it off again. Last year, you had the multi-person ladder match with the Judgment Day defending both their titles. So that was like 5 teams, 6 teams. Wow, so many people not even on the roster anymore. Crazy work. Yeah, a tag match. You had brother versus brother, Jimmy versus Jay. You had the 6 women, the black women versus Damage Control.
The black
You had
women.
Bianca Naomi Jay. You know what I'm talking about.
I know it.
um, then you had Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody. So just tag matches and multi-person. Then the next night you had the 6-man Profits. Well, Almighty Profits with Bobby Lashley against the Cross
Cross.
and AOP. And then you
Mm-hmm.
had a triple threat with Orton. Logan Paul was The U.S. champion sure was a KO. So to your point, you're right. There could be more multi-person matches because this last year they had a few. So I tell you what, we just got to wait and see. But one thing this show made me want to do is watch Monday, is watch really Tuesday NXT and see what
Man,
happened with
listen,
that.
I want to
Watch
watch
Friday,
NXT. I'm not gonna be able to watch NXT, but this makes you like don't want to miss not one episode of WWE until Mania.
right?
That's what this
So
does.
we wanted to get this podcast out to y'all just immediately, immediate reactions. Our gears are spinning. John Cena has turned heel. We gonna be there night one of WrestleMania, maybe night two. We'll see how everything looking. We're gonna film a live episode there together in Vegas. It is the NLO 3 count. It is G. David Lee, J. Spectre. It's JTJ Mo Stacks. Well, I'm confused. John Cena turned heel. All right, we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.